So this is my video for the pricing homework, and for doing this on Excel, I just re-downloaded the original IKEA example, and I basically just edited out all of the furniture data and inputted the luggage types, the luggage prices, and fixed the graphs so that they were the right size. And then I also put the questions that need to be answered at the bottom of the Excel file. So for the first few charts, I watched the pricing and marketing lecture, the part 1, to complete. So first I went through and I inputted all of the percentages into the first graph, or the first chart, so I could have those to work through for the next ones. And so going on to step 2, for calculating the cumulative percentages, I start at the top right cell, which is the weekender bag under $200. And so for that one, I just copied down that percentage because it's 0%, just like in the lecture video. And then I moved on to the left, staying in the weekender bag row. And all I did was I clicked on it, and I began an equation by entering an equal sign. And then I click on the percentage directly to the right of the cell under $200 so that it's cumulative and it's adding the percentage that paid for the higher price point. And then I put in a plus sign so that it will add to that percentage willing to pay at $175. And I do that by clicking on the part 1 chart for weekender bag under $175, which is 3%, and then hit enter, and that gives me 3%. And I just continue doing that to the left. So for $150, I would click on it, I would hit the equal sign, I would click on the percentage directly to the right of that, which is the $175 plus $200, that 3%. I would do a plus sign, and then I would go up and I would click the percentage from the first chart, and then hit equal, and then that gives me the cumulative percentage for the weekender bag at $150, which is 8%. And I did this, I'll do it for the whole row, and then I can highlight that row, click the bottom right corner and drag it down, and Excel fills that all out for me, so it saves me a bit of time. All right, and then for the next step, to find the potential revenue per unit, wait, hold on, I got confused. I'm gonna multiply the price points. I'm gonna multiply the price points by each cumulative percentage willing to pay that respective price. So I'm just starting on the top left cell, because I don't think it matters for this one. Actually, no, I'll start on the top right because that's going to be 0. So since 0% were willing to pay for the weekend bag at $200, you would technically do 0% times 200, but that's just 0. So that one's 0. And then just kind of going through the same way as I did the last chart, going straight to the left for weekender bag under $175. I'm gonna click on it. I'm gonna put an equal sign, and then I'm gonna input $175 because that's the price point we're at. And then I'm gonna add an asterisk to multiply, and then I'm gonna click on the corresponding cumulative percentage that's in the past chart, and then you hit equal, and that will give me the potential revenue for that piece of luggage. Let me look at my notes, make sure I did that right. Yes, okay. So that gave me $5.25, which looks right. So then using that exact equation, moving on to the left, I'm now still on the weekender bag under 150, the 150 column, so I'll click on that, type in 150 for the price point, put in an asterisk, and then go up to chart 2 and click the cumulative percentage under 150 for weekender bag, which is 8%. Click enter to get that, and that gives me $2. And then I'll go through this whole row for weekender bag and get all of these price points. Oops. Okay, so once I finish that, I can highlight that row and I can drag it down through the whole chart and it'll fill all of that out for me. Okay. Okay, let me make sure that all went through. Okay. And so with that, I can then see, so for the weekender bag, I can go through and I can see the highest revenue that would be received and then the price point that it would be sold at. So for the weekender bag, the highest revenue is $50, and that's under $50. And then for hiking backpack, the highest revenue per unit is $63.75, under $75. For soft carry-on, the highest is $60, which is under the $75. And the soft suitcase, the highest is $88.75, which is under $125. And then lastly, the smart suitcase is gonna be a revenue of $121.50, under $150. And I'm gonna highlight those in yellow so that they're easy to find for my next steps. Okay, so then for step 4, to input the potential revenue for each unit, which is the highest. It's basically what I just said. So wherever I highlighted them, I can just look right up and see the price that the optimal price that the firm should use. So for weekender bag, it's gonna be $50. Hiking backpack is $75. Soft carry-on is $75. Soft large suitcase is $125. And smart suitcase is $150. Okay. And then, yep, okay. So for these last 2 charts, I use the second part of the pricing and marketing lecture that's on Canvas. And so first I'm gonna copy those optimal prices and paste them into the price column of the step 5 chart. Okay. Okay, and then for percent interested, I'm gonna get that just from the data sheet for Company A's data that they collected, and just add all of those in. Okay, so those 2 are easy. Just kind of copy and paste it. All right, so then for the next column, to find the number of consumers that would actually be interested, I will have to go onto the the data sheet and find out the market size, which for Company A is 1 million. So I'm gonna put that into an empty cell so I can use it for calculations. Okay. And then all I have to do for that is basically click on the cell. So I'm starting with weekender bag, and I'm going to hit enter to start a equation, and I'm going to click on 1 million, and then I'm going to hit an asterisk to multiply, and then I'm going to click on the cell directly to the left, which is the percent interested for weekender bag, which is 15%. And then if I hit enter, it'll give me the number that's interested. So the number in the market that would actually be interested in the bag would be 150,000. And then if I just click on that and bring it down, it'll calculate the rest of those for me. So next I'm gonna find the percent willing to purchase. Okay, so for this, I'm gonna have to use the cumulative percentage. So I'm gonna go back up to the step 2 chart because that has all of my cumulative percentages in it. And I'm going to just input the relative percentage for each type of luggage that would be willing to purchase at each price. So the weekender bag at $50 is 100%. The hiking backpack at $75 is 85%. Soft carry-on at $75 is 80%. Soft large suitcase at $125 is 71%. And the smart suitcase at $150 is 81%. And then next, I'm gonna find the number of products actually sold for each type of luggage. So what I do for this is multiply percentage willing to purchase. Okay, so for this one, all I have to do is take select the cell. So I'm starting with the weekender bag, and I'm just going to do an equal sign to start an equation. I'm going to select the corresponding percent willing to purchase. So for weekender bag, it's 100%. I'm going to hit an asterisk to multiply, and then I'm going to click the next cell to the left of that, which is the number interested in the weekender bag, which is 150,000. And I'll hit enter, and that would give me the amount sold. So for that one, since it's 100%, the full amount interested would be sold, so it's 150,000. And then I'm gonna drag that down, and yep, that does all of that. So for hiking backpack, 85,000 are sold. For soft carry-on, 200,000 are sold. Soft large suitcase, 156,200 are sold. And for smart suitcase, 64,800 are sold. All right, and then to find total revenue, I'm gonna take the number of units sold, and I'm gonna multiply them by the price of each luggage. So again, I'm gonna select the cell under total revenue. To start with weekender bag, I'm gonna put an equal sign. I'm gonna select the number sold, put an asterisk, and then I'm gonna select the price next to weekender bag, which is $50. And then hit equal. So the total revenue for weekender bag is $7,500,000. And I'm just gonna bring that down so you don't have to worry about it. And then I get all of the total revenues for that. And I'm not gonna read all those numbers because my throat is working real hard right now. And then to find the total revenue, all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna select that highlighted cell. I'm gonna hit equal and then do the sum equation. And then I just have to highlight that whole row, hit equal, and that gives me a total revenue of $58,120,000. All right, and then for the final step, Okay, so I'm just going to copy over the forecasted revenue of $58,120,000. And then to find the forecasted profit, I have to go back to the data sheet and find the margin for the company, which is 42%. And I'm going to put that in an empty cell right next to it so I can use it to calculate. And then all I'm going to do is I'm going to select that open cell for forecasted profit. And I'm going to hit equal. I'm going to select the revenue and then an asterisk to multiply, and then I'm going to select the margin percentage and then hit equal. And then that gives me the forecasted profit, which is $24,410,400. And then for the next cell for fixed costs, the data sheet said that the fixed costs are $3 million. So I'm going to put in -$3 million, and then that'll put it in brackets for me. And then all I have to do is find the net income. So all I have to do for that is select the cell, hit enter, do the sum, select those two cells, and then hit enter, and that gives me a net income of $21,410,400. And since that number covers the fixed costs, then this would be, the company should go forward with this. And then I'm going to go ahead and just answer these questions. So what is the cumulative percentage of customers that would purchase the soft-sided carry-on suitcase at $125? Okay, so if I go up here and I go to $125. Okay, so I'm going to go to step 2, the cumulative percentage. I'm going to go and find soft carry-on, and I'm going to go over to the right to $125, and that's 25%. And I'm going to highlight that in green. And then the second part of that question is, what is the cumulative percentage of customers that would purchase the soft-sided luggage suitcase at $100? Soft-sided large suitcase. So soft large suitcase at $100 is 86%. I'm gonna highlight that in green. I'm gonna type those in later. So for question 2, using the approach outlined in the lecture video, what is the potential revenue per unit for the Weekender bag at $150? What is the potential revenue per unit for the Weekender bag at $150? Okay, potential revenue. Okay, so I'm gonna go to chart for step 3, where I calculated the potential revenue per unit for each luggage price combination. And so for the Weekender bag, it was asking for it at $150. So if we go over to that on the chart, it is for $12. And I will highlight that in green so I don't get that confused with the yellow. Okay, and then the second part of that question is, what is the potential revenue per unit for the Smart Suitcase at $75? So for the Smart Suitcase, we're going to go over to $75, and that one's just $75. And I'll highlight that. Okay, so what is the optimal pricing strategy for the UK branded luggage product line? So I think this is just asking like what the company should sell each product for their optimal, the optimal prices basically for each product. So in step 4, there's a chart, and I actually input all of those optimal prices, so I will highlight them in green so they're easy to find. But so the optimal price for the Weekender bag will be $50. The optimal price for the hiking backpack will be $75. The optimal price for the soft carry-on will be $75. The optimal price for the soft large suitcase will be $125. And then the optimal price for the Smart Suitcase will be $150. And then I'll type those into sentences, and I'll probably highlight them in the same color so it's easy to find everything. And I think that's it.